In the heart of Nigeria, nestled amongst rolling green hills, lay the vibrant kingdom of Ife. Here, King Ao ruled with a kind heart and a booming laugh. But his greatest joy, and sometimes his greatest source of worry, was his daughter Princess Ebun. Ebun was a beautiful princess, with eyes the color of warm honey and a smile that could light up a room. However, Ebun had a peculiar problem, a very strong odor. No matter how many times she bathed with sweet-smelling flowers and fragrant oils, the odor clung to her like a stubborn shadow. The palace maids would hold their noses and giggle behind fans whenever the princess passed. Even the royal goats would wrinkle their noses in disdain. King Ao loved his daughter dearly, but the odor made it difficult to find her a suitable husband. Princes from neighboring kingdoms would arrive, noses twitching, and politely decline the king's offer. Ebun, heartbroken and lonely, retreated further into her chambers, surrounded by mountains of colorful cloths that couldn't quite mask the smell. One scorching afternoon, a weary traveler arrived at the palace gates. This was not your typical prince, all shining armor and boasts. This traveler was a man called Kola, with kind eyes and a gentle smile. He wasn't there for riches or a crown, but simply seeking shelter from the harsh sun. King Ao, ever hospitable, welcomed Kola and offered him a cool drink. As Ebun served the drink, a frown creased Kola's brow. But unlike the others, he didn't recoil. Instead, he looked at Ebun with a curious glint in his eyes. "Princess," he said politely, "there seems to be an unusual fragrance around you." Ebun's cheeks flushed red. "It's nothing," she mumbled, ashamed. Kola chuckled. "Not at all. It reminds me of something from the forest after a heavy rain." Ebun, surprised, looked up. No one had ever described her odor as pleasant before. Kola, a skilled herbalist, explained that strong smells could be signs of a deeper imbalance within the body. He offered to create a special tea from rare forest herbs, promising it might help. Ebun, desperate for a solution, readily agreed. For weeks, Ebun drank Kola's bitter but strangely refreshing tea. Slowly, a change began. The overpowering odor lessened, replaced by a faint, pleasant scent like blooming night jasmine. The palace maids stopped giggling, and even the goats seemed less offended. Here, the story takes a delightful turn. Ebun, no longer withdrawn, began venturing out of the palace. She accompanied Kola on his walks through the bustling marketplace, their laughter echoing between the colorful stalls. The townspeople, initially surprised, were soon charmed by Ebun's wit and kindness. They saw a princess who wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty, bargaining for fresh mangoes and greeting the local weavers with genuine interest. Meanwhile, Ebun and Kola spent hours together, exploring the palace gardens and sharing stories. Ebun learned about Kola's travels and his deep knowledge of plants. Kola, in turn, was captivated by Ebun's sharp wit and kind heart. He saw beyond the princess's initial problem and discovered a remarkable woman, passionate about improving the lives of those around her. One moonlit night, Kola confessed his feelings for Ebun. To his surprise, Ebun confessed she felt the same way, but a shadow of doubt lingered in her heart. "Kola," she said, her voice trembling, "will you still love me even if the odor returns?" Kola took her hand, his eyes filled with warmth. "Ebun," he said, "true love doesn't depend on how someone smells. It depends on who they are inside. You are kind, intelligent, and have a spirit as bright as the midday sun. Those are the qualities that make me love you." Ebun, her heart swelling with joy, realized that Kola loved her for who she truly was. They married under a canopy of vibrant flowers, the sweet scent mingling with the faint jasmine that now clung to Ebun. News of their wedding spread far and wide. People who had once scoffed at the princess with the strong odor now marveled at the power of true love. Ebun, no longer burdened by her problem, blossomed into a confident and radiant queen. And while the special tea helped manage the odor, it was the love and acceptance she found in Kola that truly set her free. Their story became a legend, a reminder that inner beauty shines brighter than any outward appearance. and that true love can conquer even the smelliest of problems. It became a cautionary tale as well, a reminder that judging someone solely on their flaws can lead you to miss out on something truly special. Their happily ever after wasn't without its challenges. Months after their wedding, a faint, familiar odor began to creep back. Ebun, devastated, confided in Kola. He, ever wise, suggested they revisit the wise old woman, Ebeni, who lived deep within the mystical Iroquoian forest. Ebeni, known for her knowledge of ancient remedies and hidden truths, welcomed them with a knowing smile. After hearing Ebun's tale, Ebeni explained that the odor wasn't just a physical problem, but a manifestation of a hidden imbalance within Ebun's spirit. It stemmed from a childhood incident Ebun had buried deep within her memory. With Ebeni's guidance, Ebun embarked on a journey of self-discovery. Through meditation and dream interpretation, she relived a forgotten memory. As a young girl, Ebun had been lost in the forest, scared and alone. When she finally found her way back, she was met with harsh words and disappointment from her parents, who were frantic with worry. The shame and loneliness of that experience had festered within her, manifesting as the unpleasant odor. With tears in her eyes, Ebun finally forgave her parents and herself. A sense of peace settled over her, and a sweet, fragrant mist surrounded her. Ebeni smiled. The odor was a message, princess. Now that you've understood its source, it can truly leave. Returning to the palace, Ebun was a changed woman. The faint odor remained completely gone, replaced by the lingering scent of jasmine. But the most significant change was within her. She carried herself with newfound confidence and inner peace. News of Ebun's journey spread like wildfire. People marveled at her courage in facing her past and the power of self-discovery. Ebun, inspired by Ebeni's wisdom, established a healing garden within the palace grounds. Here, skilled herbalists used plants and meditation to help others overcome their own inner imbalances. One day, a delegation arrived from the neighboring kingdom of Oyo. Their princess, Amara, was known for her sharp wit and fiery spirit, but she suffered from a crippling shyness. Amara, inspired by Ebun's story, sought guidance in overcoming her fear. Ebun welcomed Amara with open arms. Together, they spent days tending to the healing garden, the scent of herbs and blooming flowers filling the air. Ebun shared her experiences and the importance of self-acceptance. Slowly, Amara blossomed, her shyness replaced by a newfound confidence. News of the healing garden reached far and wide. People from all walks of life sought Ebun's wisdom and the calming effects of the garden. Ebun, Queen of Ilefe, became a symbol of inner strength, compassion, and the power of true love. Her story became a timeless tale, reminding everyone that beauty comes from within, and even the strongest odor can be overcome with love, understanding, and a little help from the wisdom of the forest.